I feel like the main difference too between guys and girls, like you're like, oh, I've had my fair share of playing. Is also girls are definitely more strategic with it. Like guys are just like, and I don't mean to sound that as in a weird, like in a bad way, but I feel like guys like go out and play all these girls and they don't really think about what they're doing. Like you could show up at the same party with the dude you're talking to or vice versa, and then they're talking to like tons of other guys or girls, and you're like, okay, like you knew I was gonna be here. Like, why are you doing this? Like, if you know I'm gonna be there, like, why are you talking to other?
You know I was gonna be there, but at least if I'm gonna play you, I'm gonna have the guy like come over to like my apartment or something, and it's something you will never know about. Like, you will not see it. I'm not going out of my way to hurt your feelings. I'm not going out of my way to be like, and you know, guys, like even when they would do that and you would confront them about it, there was just always some excuse like, oh well, I didn't know she was gonna be here.
That's my sister.
And it's like, you know, and own up to it, or just say you don't care. But like the fact that they would still gaslight women, girls' emotions and still make it seem like we were wrong for being upset, when in our reality, like this is normal stuff people are gonna get upset at. But they were very, very good at gaslighting. I would say that in college, like guys are very big.
I could agree with that. I agree
making us seem dramatic or making us seem like we care too much, when in our reality, like you asked for my number at the beginning. Like, how'd that work?
The role reversal.
The role reversal. Oh. And it would get like that too. I think at the beginning it was the guys trying to like reel you in, and then once your feelings were involved and they knew like, oh yeah, she feeling me, it's like, okay, now I'm gonna make it hard for you. Like, why y'all do that?
I don't even got an answer for you because Lamar, if anything, Lamar was out there not getting played, but like I was out there shooting bricks for about a good 3 years. Nah, not 3, but like 2.5 years.
Like in Kentucky?
Yeah, at Kentucky. So at Kentucky, the way I would describe it is I was like a dude that didn't get to, you know, league level status until like junior year. And then I just popped off. Like, I remember my freshman year, I done shot at everybody. Like, my friends that are now my friends, like, before I even knew them, they used to make jokes about me. They told me, because they like, he got every girl number on campus, but nothing was happening. But I had every girl number on campus. Like, I mastered that first part of, you know, the situation, like, meeting the new girl, chopping it up, blah, 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 getting her number. This is before I had Snapchat. Then I just got snaps. But getting a number or whatever, had like several hundred numbers. I'm not even about to get into numbers because I don't even remember the number. But it was several hundred numbers, but nothing was happening. Like, it wasn't going on dates, none of that. So I'm like trying to crack the Da Vinci Code. I'm like, how am I getting all these numbers? It's not translating this, that, and the third. Then, you know, fast forward later to, you know, Lamar, you know, LA, the party promoter. I ain't had to worry about none of that. I was the one throwing the parties. Like, everyone knew me by then. Like, I wasn't trying to get numbers or doing X, Y, and Z. I was just going with the flow. I was like, either you like LA, you don't like LA. And I think that benefited with me, where I do think sometimes with guys, you'll see a girl and be like, damn, like she bad, like she just that and the third. And you get so caught up in that you start acting out of character. You start doing things that you normally wouldn't do. The next thing you know, like going outside. Whereas like if you just was yourself, like how you would normally were, like your chances of getting, you know, positive results in any way are, you know, a lot higher, at least in my opinion.
So you're saying kind of like you glowed up.
I mean, yeah, but like I don't think I look that much different outside of the facial.
No, but glowing up isn't always.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, all right, yeah, you right.
It ain't a physical thing. You could glow up in different aspects, and like you were saying, kind of how you started off, kind of like you were basically making a name for yourself, and then once you reached that potential, or once you got to that point, you didn't have to try as hard.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, that, your main thing is you just stopped trying. Like you weren't really pushing yourself to get numbers. It just came to you, and you were like, cool. I feel like that was the big thing. Because also when you're trying so hard and you want to talk to someone, you're like, you want a relationship, like it's most likely not gonna happen. Like those things just come at you when you're least expecting it. And I feel like that's what was happening to you.
Yeah, I was a student of the game. Let's just say that. You know, I got a lot of reps in, and then, you know,
dating versus when you're like first figuring out who you are versus to when you feel like you're at your best is like two different types of dating, because your approach is completely different. You're confident. So you feel like you don't have to do as much as you feel like you have to do when you were still trying to figure out who you were, because a lot of people like try to like go after certain people and they're not even really comfortable with who they are. So it's like you're bringing someone into a situation that's already kind of rocky. So versus when you feel like you're established, or you're just feeling like you're where you're supposed to be at in the moment. That dating game is fun because you're confident. You don't have to try as hard. Like it starts just coming to you.
Yeah.
And it's a lot more natural, and you feel like the ball's kind of like in your court. And I think like I think we all been in that situation both, where we weren't comfortable with ourselves versus when we were, and